Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company at Dubai Watch Week 2023 with a legend in the business, Mr. Christophe Claret. Sir, thank you so much. Pleasure.
Thank you. Sorry.
Now, tell me a little bit about your company, because you've been the go-to guy for high complications for decades now. How did it start, and what are you doing today?
I speak a little bit about my company. I start my company, my manufacturer in 1989, and I work in 30 years for 65 brands different. I realize 120 caliber for them. The most important was the tourbillon, and more complicated. And 12 years ago, I started my brand in 2009, and I started my brand and I produce some different products of my brand. You can see here 4 collection, extreme piece, traditional piece, women product, and gaming watch. And now I show about traditional piece, a very interesting piece because it was to push honor about Sheikh Zayed. For me, I very fascinated about the history of this gentleman. He was Prince of Peace of here. It's him, beard, Abu Dhabi was desert, and he arrived to have to release the peace in the country. He started the city, and this is why I want to work for this piece. When you look at the piece, you can see Sheikh Zayed with falcon, 2 falcon because he loves the falcon, and with 2 dromedare and the castle of him in the desert. And when I push the animation, you can see the animation.
It's an automaton.
Yes, 4 automaton.
And Westminster minute repeater.
And Westminster, to Cathedral Gong, and tourbillon, and the automat painting by hand, miniature painting by hand. It was very challenging to do this because to have face very exactly the same of Sheikh Zayed, you need to do again 3 times. But to have because in painting miniature is very complicated to realize exactly the reflect of the personality of the Sheikh Zayed.
And so the watch is 45 millimeters in titanium to conduct the sound better?
Yeah, titanium cut 5, and because here I prefer titanium or white gold, but I prefer the titanium because it's better for the sound and it's waterproof. Petit matter.
So this is a piece unique?
Piece unique, yes.
Do you do custom at Christophe Claret? If someone wants a custom enamel Westminster carry-on minute repeater tourbillon, could this be made with another picture or another?
Yes, of course. We do. We work for different legend people, and we can see some piece unique we do for other personality, other legend in the world. We do with a lot of different person. Napoleon, for example. We do for Alamo, America. With David Crockett, and the very famous history of America. We do some other for Empire Ottoman, etc.
And so now the watch right here, this is a flying tourbillon model, very light for its size, but also a watch that's one part about the movement, one part about the dial. I think they share billing here, whereas the Angelico is all about the movement. Tell me about this watch.
Yes, it was very challenging piece because we worked 7 years to realize this piece. Because the challenge it was to introduce the détente escapement inside the traditional, inside the tourbillon. You need to understand in the first time in the past he do a chronomètre de marine and why he do a chronomètre with tourbillon with sharpened for the precision for chronomètre because use this for the boat. George V do a challenging concours for the better watchmaker, arrive to make the more best precision, and the winner was a tourbillon détente escapement, but chronomètre de marine. And this is what for me was very interesting and challenging to introduce the detente escapement for the hand watch. Why? Because when you push the shock in detente escapement, she stops.
Yes.
For chronometer marine, it's not a problem because in the boat, never have shock. If you have shock, you go inside water.
Iceberg.
But for the hand watch, it was very challenging. You have 3 patents inside the watch, 3 patents for release the first tourbillon traditional detente escapement of the world, resist the shock. Another challenge is to introduce the carbon, nanofab of carbon. This cable resists to 7 kilo, but you need only 1 kilo half for this mechanism, but very strong cable, and it's very good for the roundment of the chronometry because with chain it's very bad because all maillon, you understand, all maillon it's take energy,
Yes.
energy down, up, etc. And it's very bad for performance chronometry. And this cable, it's linear. You understand linear? This is why it's very good.
So for those of you at home, taking the fusee and chain, removing the chain, and adding a piece of twine made of carbon.
Yes. And last, it's a 2 time zone, instantaneous, donc 2 time zones here, and here the ruby is indication of minute.
So it's orbital.
Yes,
And the watch has a 7-day power reserve.
yes.
Fantastic.
No,
So-
not 7, 4 days.
4 days, there we go. And so now the watch is almost entirely sapphire. That's an extraordinary design.
Yes, because glass dome, we can see the whole perspective of the mechanism. This is why it's very interesting, and it's we can you can look more fitness about the glass dome, and we have whole perspective of the watch. This is why I chose this glass dome, and you have similar glass for the Maestro and triplice of my brand, but it's a more simple watch, of course.
Now, if someone wants to buy a Christophe Claret watch, where do they go? Do you sell them direct? Do you have dealers?
But we work with different retailers. Here you have partnership with Sediki, and in Switzerland with Ambassador, etc. for different countries.
Well, thank you very much, sir. This has been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for you. Merci. Bye.